Many Gulf countries, starting with Saudi Arabia, are accusing very directly Iran of being behind the Houthis, saying that it's a proxy war led by Iran. Do you think that this is indeed the case?
Şu anda ne yazık ki görüntü bu.
Well, unfortunately, it seems that way right now, and it is as if it's evolving into a Shia and Sunni matter. That's the kind of a period we are going through. Of course, that's not desirable at all. We wished this never happened, actually. And as soon as possible, both the Iranian side and other terrorist organizations that are giving them support need to withdraw. And Yemen should be left to its own devices, should be governed on its own will.
So this brings us to the regional role played by Iran. Are you saying that Iran is present in Yemen, but we've also seen Iranian presence, obviously, in Syria? We see Iranian presence in Iraq. Are you concerned about Iran's role in the region?
Bu tartışmasız. Yani
It's quite clear, there's no discussion about it. Iran is trying to dominate the whole region in its own way. And these developments are not the right kind of developments. You see the situation Iraq is in. You see the situation Syria is in. And when we talk to them about these matters, unfortunately,
ideal anlamda
they do not display the ideal kind of attitude, if I may put it this way. And one point has to be very clear. Sectarianism in any form and shape is dangerous and it's wrong, regardless of the sect we're talking about. Right now, Iraq, as you see, although it has great means on its own, it's going through all kinds of sufferings and pain. Syria, 300,000 people lost their lives, so it's not an easy thing. And the fact that 300,000 people lost their lives, unfortunately, that's something that's simply being watched by Iran. Iran is just standing by, giving some support. The same support is also applicable to the case of Iraq. And we have made this point on numerous occasions to our Iranian friends. But this is a point on which we haven't been able to agree with them. And right now, in Syria, where 300,000 people have been killed, again, chemical weapons are being used. Conventional weapons have led to the deaths of more than 300,000 people. And this is happening before the very eyes of the whole world. The killer, Assad did this in Syria, and the Iranian regime is backing Assad. And they have to refrain from that. Because expecting a just approach from Iran as one of our neighbors and as a country sharing the same faith, I think it's our right to do so. But interpreting the situation from a sectarian point of view, if that's the way they want to go down, then of course we cannot have a positive attitude towards it. And as we speak, this kind of a struggle between the Sunnis and the Shia going on, it's a source of sadness for us. And where it has come is actually the situation in Yemen. We wouldn't have wanted to see this, we wouldn't have wanted to experience this, but of course it might only go on up to a certain point, and that's the point we are at now. And again, at one point, against this injustice, against this oppression in Yemen, and it is a country where you have the legitimate President Hadi. He has left for Aden. He has gone there and he's there with his people, with his team. So it's no ordinary thing that the president has had to displace, has had to move elsewhere. Because Sana'a is the capital. Why did you have to move, right? So these are all points of